Greetings, Earthlings. Working on the Super Tahoe today, and I got one of these crankcase evacuation kits. I have this Moroso oil catch can going from the PCV through to the intake. And then over on this side, I've taken one of these breather assemblies off of the oil fill, and that goes down to a second catch can under right here. And see, it's got a vent on top, and it's got a drain on the bottom, and I got it basically set up like a road vent tube. So we got this all-star performances crankcase evacuation system, and yeah, some people say these things leak right here around the seal. You might throw some JB Weld or some right stuff in those, but those are your those usually traditionally go into your valve cover. They give you the grommets. You're supposed to drill out 1 1/8 hole, put the grommets in, put those in. But we're going to do it a little bit differently. And then the idea is they come with these weld in pieces. Got my OSHA pillow here. So here's my exhaust coming down right out of the header. Here's my O2 sensor, and I'm thinking you want to put these here. I'll use it here. You want to put these on the outside of a bend. You want it to go in about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. So I'm thinking, and then these are of course our one-way valves, so the exhaust doesn't go back into your crankcase. So the idea is, once this system is installed and the car is running, the exhaust, via Venturi effect, pulling a vacuum, and then taking the crankcase gases out, giving you a negative crankcase pressure and freeing up some horsepower. But the main reason I'm doing it is because I don't like that oil. I don't like that oil leaking, and then it blows down the frame rail, and on a long trip it'll actually, get oil spatter back there. This truck is pretty clean considering it's 23 years old. Maybe I should go after the catalytic converter. It'd probably be easier. Be coming out of the cat, going into the exhaust, past the rear O2 sensor. This is where both sides go into one. That might not be a bad location for that. Maybe we'll just do one, see how it works, see if one works. Yeah, I think that's where we'll do it. We'll do it into this collector that goes driver side and passenger side into here. And we'll be able to weld all the way around it. There's kind of nothing in the way. So yeah, let's just see how this goes. Wish me luck. If this works, try to keep it out of our eyeballs. Okay. Slow this down a little bit. Yeah. Wish I had gloves on for this. This nice drill bit is just digging in. I think it was $40 plus tax. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's hard. Let's go get some gloves on for this. Because really the idea is that this thing is pulling a lot of vapor. The engine's been rebuilt, but there is blow-by because the rings were sized for boost. I was originally going to put the twin turbos on this, and I wound up with the single supercharger because the turbos didn't fit. But yeah, we'll just come off this 5/8 hose right into the exhaust system, and hopefully that'll create enough vacuum. We'll be able to keep the oil inside the pipes. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Take our time here. Yeah. Oh, that thing grabs, huh? I think this is going to be a cleaner installation here. Just want to test fit this thing. Ooh, it fits in. I'm glad I didn't go all the way. So the idea is, yeah, you want this slant to go like that. Yeah, like that. That should do it. Give it a little and we'll take off the one-way valve for welding so we don't. And I'm also going to mark, and then you want it to go in about a 1/2 inch. So we're just going to mark that here. Paint pen, about a 1/2 inch in. That's and then here's the downside. All right, that looks nice. That looks super fine all the time. Yeah, maybe one will be enough. Who knows? That should work. Alrighty, so we got the Lincoln 180 hooked up. I've got the 035 flux core inner shield in a shield, and then going to 18 gauge. It says 1A for the 035 on the box here. So we're gonna have this. Amperage is set to, voltage is set to A, the speed is set just a little bit above 1. I got the ground strap on to here. Okay, we're back over here. Good without gas. Come at it at like a 90. Got some gasoila. Which is cool because it's just a couple of check valves and a couple of fittings, you know. Nothing to really write home about. But yeah. Get this one on there. And we'll fire it up and see if this thing actually creates a vacuum or blows air in our face. Okay, got my little hose clamp on there. The hose trying to kill me over here. This under there. Hang down. So yeah, I got the breather mounted-ish. Or not the breather, the baffle. That's like to keep the oil in the engine and the vapors out, and then this is the hose that we just ran down to that evacuation system. And again, we're just gonna come give us a little extra. Cut it with sheet metal cutters. I want to decommission the Moroso going into the PCV at some juncture, but for right now, on a beautiful day like today, I just want to be done with this job for a minute. Get that supercharger humming. Yeah, I can feel a suction, so that's cool. Our crankcase is being evacuated as we speak. Alright. Well, it's time to go grab some lunch, clean up, take a shower, take the kids to the park. You know, all the regular stuff that we do on a nice Friday day like today. Yeah. Put our little, put this back. We still got the rest of the kit, but half is better than none. Apparently for race car applications, not that this is a race car, but for race car applications, having negative crankcase pressure equals more horsepower, because less pressure in there makes it easier for the engine to run. You see it as the pistons are coming down, they're not pressing against that air. The air is already being removed. So yeah, time to take a shower. I burnt my chest, and I smell like burnt hair and firewood. So yeah, thanks for coming along, you guys, and I'll catch you on the flip side.